everyone. Here I am again. I wouldn't have brought another video this week, except I just realized that VSG Jody tagged me in 10 things you don't know about me. So I, never wanted to back down from a challenge. Thought I would give you my 10 things. First thing is I'm an only child. My parents wanted more children. My mom was told she couldn't have children. And then I came along and they just were never able to have more kids. So yeah, just me, myself, and I. Second thing is when I was 20, I had to learn to walk again. And that was because I was in a bad car accident and injured my leg really badly, and you guys saw the x-ray picture I plugged into one of the videos, but I had to be completely off of my feet. Like I couldn't even rest my foot on the floor. I was 0 weight bearing for 6 months, and so I was not allowed to walk. I was in a wheelchair a lot of the time, could use crutches sometimes. But after that, they had to reteach me my gait, my balance, things like that. So, anyway, yeah, that was fun. The third thing, and this is kind of related to the last thing, is I do not have naturally red hair. I don't know how I ended up with naturally brown hair. My dad has red hair. My mom has red hair. My aunt has red hair. My grandma on my dad's side had red hair. But I ended up with brown. So this is not my natural hair color. But my real hair color, I was born with brown hair. My hair is actually gray. And that's why it relates to the last item, was when I turned 20, I was in that accident and my hair started to go gray right after that. So, in fact, I think you can see it, my roots, see that? Yeah. Gray hair. That's fun, huh? I'm 35, totally gray. Okay. Next thing was when I had my first job as a pizza delivery person. Totally got fired. I lived in a teeny tiny town and somehow managed to get lost for 2 hours one time. Got back with a cold pizza. Never actually ended up delivering the pizza. My boss was so mad. Totally got fired. First and only job I've ever been fired from. Number 5 is I have an alter ego, and I like to call her Aubrey Got Bucks. She only exists in my mind. But people who are close to me know about Aubrey Got Bucks, and in my mind she makes totally fabulous music videos and maybe even has a gold tooth and can totally rock the whip nene completely, like you don't even know. Next one, I am an artist. I used to paint murals for a living just to kind of make ends meet, like children's murals and things. I like it. I didn't keep going with it because it was just too hard to be creative and sell that creativeness when someone else is giving input about what it should look like. And then they're paying me, so I'm kind of under a time crunch, and it was totally squashing my love for art. So I quit doing that. Next thing is I love Disney. Totally love Disney. I grew up in Riverside, California, and so we were pretty close to Disneyland, so we went a lot. Not like a lot, we didn't even go every single year, but like we went a lot. And then my husband and I went there for our senior trip, just us and a couple other friends. right after we graduated, and then we honeymooned there. And then we've only taken 2 family vacations since we've had kids, and we went to Disneyland both times. And like, I don't think there's a question you could ask me about Disneyland or Disney that I don't know. I just absolutely love it. There's just something magical about it. Yeah. Number 9, if I'm right, yeah, number 9 is I get total stage fright. I like performing and being up on stage, talking to people, things like that. My fingers start to tingle. Like I can't tell time. Like I have no concept of how long I've been talking, or what I said already, what I haven't said. Did I forget anything? Like I completely lose my mind when I get on stage in front of people. And so that's hard. Which might explain why Aubrey Got Bucks only exists in my head. I don't know. Yeah, so, and that's one name, Got Bucks, G-O-T-B-U-X, Aubrey Got Bucks. I think if I ever win the lottery, I'll change my name. Might be it. I don't know. Maybe just a middle name. I don't want to be too weird, you know. I lied, said last one was number 9. Last one was number 8. Number 9 is I am married to a pastor. My husband is a credentialed minister, and he actually isn't in full-time ministry right now. We're just taking a little hiatus. But yeah, we are full-time ministers and waiting for our next call and to decide where we're going to be. So I don't know if we'll be in Bend, Oregon too much longer. Whenever he gets a new position, we'll probably be moving. Yeah. Okay, that was number 9. Number 10. I got a tattoo when I was 17 in a trailer park. Yeah. I was kind of a wild child. My husband and I, we've been together since we were 16. Well, I was 16. He was like 17 or 18, whatever. And we came up with this crazy idea. We're like, hey, let's get tattoos together. And we weren't going to get matching tattoos or anything, but we were just going to go and get a tattoo of our choice, whatever it was that we wanted. And my husband, boyfriend at the time, kind of hemmed and hawed around about it. He lived in an extremely conservative household and probably would have been kicked out had he come home with a tattoo, even though he was already 18. So he didn't really want to follow through on it, and I showed up a couple days later, was like, hey, you want to see my tattoo? And yeah, Isaiah learned a little bit about me right then, that I don't just talk about things, I do them. And so yeah, I was 17, and friend of a friend was a tattoo artist, down on his luck, and went to the trailer park down by the river and got my tattoo. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, there it is. It's a butterfly. I don't really like it. Maybe I'll get it revised once I lose all my weight or something. You know, butterflies are kind of, a lot of people really like butterflies, you know, as far as like the transformation that happens. And so I might kind of expand on that when my transformation is done. So anyway, yeah, that's my 10 things. Probably more than you ever really needed to know about me. I am going to tag a couple of people. Who shall I tag? I don't know if they got tagged already. I don't know who's been tagged and who hasn't. So let me just go. I'm going to tag KerrieEllaVSG. I'm going to tag tag, who else? Well, Jen, is it JenRNY or RNY Jen? I think it's JenRNY with Dave, the one that's married to Dave. So Jen, your surgery is coming up. So excited. Awesome. So I'll tag you. And I want to tag one more person. Let's see, how long can Aubrey drag this out? Seriously. You know, I wanted to tag her, but wasn't going to because she's not really making videos right now, but I'll contact her and let her know. I'm going to tag Having Heather. Heather, we love you. Thinking about you. Hope you're doing well on your pre-op efforts, and that things get rolling for you pretty soon when your insurance kicks in. But until then, maybe you can hop on here and tell us a little bit more about yourself. So that's 10 things we don't know about you. And go.